Good afternoon, everyone. I'm News 8 meteorologist Ashley Baylor in the News 8 Now Stream Center. We are making our way through the week here. It is Wednesday. I know it hasn't been great this week. Temperatures have been running below average. We're watching the clouds fill in advance of the storm system that will be with us overnight on into tomorrow. So let's take a look at that. This is a look at the system right now. It is moving over the Great Lakes, and I know it doesn't really look all big and bad, but it is going to pick up in intensity over the next few hours. And so we are looking at our first real accumulations of the season. I know we got a little accumulation action going on yesterday with some of those passing snow squalls. It did put a quick coating on the ground in some spots, but it wasn't widespread. This time we're going to see a little more widespread snow action. And as you can see, a couple of flakes have tried to make their way across the state today, but the simple thing is the air has still been a little too dry. The air needs to become a little more saturated for those flakes to make it to the ground. So most of the action has been through upstate New York and out into the Berkshire. So that's why I say the system doesn't really look all big and bad right now. As we zoom in closer to home, we've been watching the clouds fill in for the past couple of hours here. And you can see, again, our satellite and radar picking up on, okay, looks like a few flakes, especially up towards Litchfield County. Maybe up there were a few snowflakes flying, but I don't think it's as widespread as it was showing. Now, this actually just updated. We do have a winter weather advisory, not only in effect for Tolland County now, but also for Litchfield County. Just about an hour ago, we saw the winter weather advisory go in effect for Tolland County, so it's really only for these two counties. I'm a little surprised Windham County is not in there, and I'll show you why in just a second. Now, the National Weather Service in Albany is finally getting on board because they actually control Litchfield County. They control which warnings and which advisories are issued for that. So now we have the entire state that is going to be under a wind advisory from tonight on into tomorrow. That's because we could experience wind gusts ranging anywhere from 25 to 35, as high as 45 miles per hour. Could there be some isolated amounts even higher than that? Absolutely, but majority will be, again, between about 30 to 45 miles per hour. Right now we're at 33 in Torrington. It is 41 in Meriden, 40 in New London, 37 in Willimantic. So let's take a look at what's going on here. As we get into evening commute time and dinner time, we are looking to stay dry. But shortly after that, getting close to 7, 8, 9 o'clock, we are going to see this rain and snow develop across the state. Now, notice towards the shoreline and into much of New London and even Middlesex County, this is going to be a mostly rain event for you guys. I'm not saying we couldn't see some wet snowflakes mixing in, but the rain is going to have the upper hand here. But you get away from the shoreline, you get away from New London County, and that's where we're going to see those big wet snowflakes. And that is going to continue overnight into tomorrow morning. Here we are at 7 o'clock in the morning where that rain and snow will still be falling. So you really don't need me to tell you that conditions are not going to be good for your Thursday morning commute. You're definitely going to need to give yourself extra time. And there are very likely going to be several school delays, potential cancellations, but I would at least go with some delays. Now, watch as we head through the morning. It looks like things are going to dry out, but then we could get another couple of snow showers that make their way through here, not only around midday, but possibly, again, going into the afternoon. So maybe a few breaks of sunshine tomorrow, but that will likely be followed with another snow shower or two. That's not going to add much to what we do expect on the ground. So here's how it really comes together. Along 95 and into New London County, again, it's mostly rain, so I don't see much in the way of accumulations there. But getting away from the shoreline, so you get to places like Newtown, up towards Waterbury, Wallingford, Hamden, Cheshire, to Middletown, up into Hartford, and right near Norwich as well, you're looking at about a coating to an inch. But then you start to get into the higher elevations up in Litchfield County and into Tolland and Windham County, and you're looking closer to 1 to 3 inches. Although I will say in Tolland County, if you live near Union, Stafford Springs, that's an area that may see closer to 4 inches, because once you step over the state line, you get into the Worcester Hills, you get into the Berkshires, they're looking at some higher amounts there. Now, by tomorrow evening, we have the New Haven tree lighting going on at the New Haven Green. Oh, I wish I had better news for this one. Even though the clouds are going to be moving out, that wind is still going to be kicking up. So even though temperatures will technically be in the mid-30s, it will likely feel more like it's in the teens and 20s. So if you're going to be out there, make sure you dress warmly. Then we get into Friday morning. Look at some of these wind chill numbers. We're going to be waking up to wind chills in the single digits and teens. And unfortunately, I don't see the wind chill going up much from there, even through Friday afternoon. By Friday afternoon, we're going to see highs in the low to mid 30s. But with that biting wind, it's going to feel more like it's in the teens and 20s. So really not looking like a good end to the week here. Then we get into the weekend. Saturday's still going to be quite chilly with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s there. By the way, we have our annual great toy drive going on Saturday. That'll be at North Haven High School from 11 to 1 o'clock. We hope to see you out there. So here's the thing. You get to stay in the nice warm car. We stand out in the elements just like we did for the Thanksgiving food drive. It was raining. It was a bit chilly, but we were outside in the rain. You got to sit in the nice warm car, so we would definitely love to see you, and we have more information on our website, WTNH.com. We get into Sunday. Things are going to start to turn more seasonal. We'll see temperatures inch their way back into the low and mid-40s. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds that day. Monday looks to be dry, but we could see some late-day rain showers. And Tuesday and Wednesday, our models have kind of gone back and forth as to whether we'll see any rain showers. So right now, I'm just going with mainly cloudy skies both days, as temperatures will be back in the 50s. So it'll feel actually quite mild for Tuesday, Wednesday. Could be looking at a little bit of rain next Thursday morning. But overall, just know heading into next week, our pattern is going to be a little bit unsettled, milder, but still unsettled, mostly 40s and 50s here. So that's how everything is coming together. I know, I feel like I threw a lot of information at you at once because we have snow, we have bitter cold, then we're going to see a warm-up and a little bit of rain. Yeah, that's pretty much what we have in our 8-day forecast is a little bit of something for everybody unless you want really warm temperatures. I do not have that for you. It's not like it was at the beginning of November. A month later, we're definitely not seeing any record-breaking high temperatures. And anyway, we keep it light, we keep it moving. Again, please be careful out there tomorrow morning. If your kids are lucky enough to have a snow day, hopefully they'll enjoy that. I don't expect too many of those. Again, I expect more delays than cancellations, but a couple of isolated cancellations certainly wouldn't surprise me. So, again, just take care of yourselves. We will get through this. We'll get through this weekend. I'll actually see you back here tomorrow. We'll maybe be talking about some of those accumulations, how much you woke up to in your backyard. Don't forget that you can let me know. Just say, I got 2 inches. This is where I live. We would definitely love to hear from you. Take care.